Good Tuesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. And this is the Morning Rush powered by Wake Up Charlotte. I'm Ben Thompson. Before we get to anything, let's go ahead and get a look at your forecast with Larry Sprinkle. And today is going to be a good one, Larry.
Perfect today. When we've seen every day where there's a chance of storms, our chance today, maybe 20% at the very most. Take a look at this 10 a.m. We're at about 77 degrees. You're out for lunch today. It's going to be nice, clear skies out there, 83 degrees. And right into the middle of the afternoon, we'll be in the mid to upper 80s. Around 8 o'clock, 81 degrees. So all along, shaping up to be a pretty close to perfect day today, Ben. All
right, Larry, thanks. Turning to your 5 big stories of the day in your Morning Rush. CMPD investigating after 2 people are killed and another hurt in 2 separate incidents overnight. CMPD says a woman was stabbed a little after midnight on East W.T. Harris Boulevard. Then around 2 on the other side of town, police say a fight broke out on Nations Ford Road. 2 men were shot, one of whom was just an innocent bystander. Police have not released any details of any of the victims or suspects. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. A major snag in the first day of back to school for thousands of CMS students. A statewide glitch in the Department of Education's online learning system left families frustrated. The superintendent of CMS promising things will go smoother today. He says, and just in case the statewide platform isn't fixed, teachers have a backup plan to connect with students via Zoom. Gaston County school leaders say they will continue with a mix of in-person and online learning. Comes despite dozens of teachers rallying outside the school board meeting last night, pushing for all virtual classes. They say social distancing in classrooms is nearly impossible and being in school just too big of a health risk. UNC Charlotte says they will continue as planned with in-person classes this fall. Comes after UNC Chapel Hill announced it is switching to all remote classes after a COVID-19 outbreak on campus. The university says 130 students and 5 employees have tested positive in the last week. Well, as the school year gets underway, North Carolina's top health official says the next couple of weeks will be critical to how the state proceeds with reopening.
So that's why we were monitoring things closely and why we said if folks are going back in person, that we wanted them to have the maximum amount of safety protocols in place.
Dr. Cohen thinks we might see life return to normal early to the middle of next year when we get those vaccines. That's it for your Morning Rush. All right, day 2 of the first ever virtual Democratic National Convention happening later today comes after a night of powerful speeches from some pretty high-profile Democrats, including former First Lady Michelle Obama. NBC's Tracie Potts joins us from our nation's capital with a wrap-up of day 1.
But the fact is, the bad ones have to be.
Just ahead of his official nomination tonight, Joe Biden makes a surprise appearance on the virtual DNC stage with a word on racial justice.
We just got to keep pushing. We can't let up.
His wife Jill and former President Bill Clinton speak tonight, continuing the convention theme of party unity. Monday's kickoff featured former First Lady Michelle Obama, setting the stage for November's election.
If you think things cannot possibly get worse, trust me, they can. We have got to vote for Joe Biden like our lives depend on it.
4 prominent Republicans made the case for Biden and running mate Kamala Harris.
I'm a longtime Republican. For me, the choice is simple. I'm with Joe.
Joe Biden is a man for our times.
This isn't about a Republican or Democrat. It's about a person decent enough, stable enough, strong enough to get our economy back on track.
Meantime, President Trump is on a week-long campaign swing, still railing against universal mail voting.
We have to win the election. We can't play games. Get out and vote.
The president insisting he's not trying to slow down mail service.
No, not at all. Wouldn't do that.
Just before the election.
The president continues campaigning this week in Arizona and Scranton, Pennsylvania, the hometown of Joe Biden and a critical swing state. Tracie Potts, NBC News.
Time now to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. We've talked a lot about how the strain of COVID-19 impacting the U.S. is different than the one that first started in China. Well, now the virus has mutated in Asia, but it's not cause for alarm. A startling headline's been spreading across social media. A mutated strain of coronavirus found in Malaysia that is way more contagious. But this headline needs a lot more context. Let's connect the dots. The headline is true. A mutated version of COVID-19 has started popping up in Southeast Asia. It's been found in both Malaysia and the Philippines. But it's actually the same exact strain of the coronavirus that is spread in Europe and then here in the United States. It just hasn't been common in Asia, where the original strain of COVID-19 spread. So while it might be new to Malaysia, it's definitely not new to the U.S., where we've been battling it for months. Scientists do believe this mutated strain is more infectious than the original one found in China, with some saying it could be 10 times as contagious. The vaccines currently in development should be effective against it. And that is connecting the dots. And now to some stories to keep your family safe and sound today. A super popular type of workout may actually put you at risk for COVID-19, according to experts. The American College of Sports Medicine says high-intensity circuits can actually weaken your immune system because of how much stress they put on your body. We're talking about things like CrossFit, say Orange Theory, Metabolic, Barry's Boot Camp, that sort of thing. But here's the thing. They say 90 minutes of high-intensity training can make athletes prone to illness for up to 3 days. Nobody can do 90 minutes of high-intensity workout. It's usually like max 45 minutes to an hour. They say rather than completely wearing yourself out, moderate exercise is the best way to go, at least for right now. Some people so tired of hanging out with their family members that they are teaching their dogs to talk. That's when you know it's bad, folks. People buying large sets of buttons like this. When dogs press them, they can say anything you want them to. Any phrases like I love you, food please, come play. One dog owner says it only took his German Shepherd 2 weeks to have a conversation. All right, if you say so. People are desperate, I guess. Make sure you watch us every single morning starting at 4:30 a.m. on Wake Up Charlotte. Have a great day.